Dr. Neeta Sharma from Shri Shankaracharya Mahavidyalaya. This video will be helpful for the MEd students. So today I am going to take your topic on narration. So before writing any answer, first you have to write the synopsis. Like you have to define the narration, then narrative techniques, type of narratives, narrative literary techniques, then what are the examples of narrative techniques in style, difference between narrative and descriptive, and use of direct and indirect speech in narration. Then at last I'll tell you the example of narration as very small short story. So we'll start from narration. What do you mean by narration? It is the use of a written or spoken commentary to convey a story to an audience. It consists of set of techniques through which the creator of the story presents their story. So next, what do you mean by narrative techniques? This can be defined as connected events. If we write in a simple language, it is a short story. So, what are the types of narratives? Novels, drama, fables, folk tales, short stories, and poetry. Then, what are the narrative literary techniques? They are also known as literary devices. For example, plot, theme, style, characters. Then, example of narrative technique. It is a figurative language. It is a common element in narrative writing. Example of figurative language is metaphor, simile, personification, hyperbole, and alliteration. So now we come to the point, what is the difference between narrative and descriptive? Narrative. A narrative consists mainly in the narration of some events or series of events. I say mainly because a narrative must not be confused with a short story or bits of history. The narrative it's related should be treated as a subject to be taught and comment. For example, short stories of Akbar Birbal or the story of Ram and Sita. So what do you mean by descriptive? A descriptive consists of a description of some places or animals, any plant. So now I am going to tell you an example of direct and indirect speech in narration through a short story. This story I have selected from Chandamama Tales, and the name of my story is How the Moon Got Its Spot. So once Lord Buddha narrated a story to his disciples to impart the value of sacrifice and charity. The story also explained the origin of the spots visible on the moon's surface. Thus the story began in ancient times when even animals were capable of speaking like humans. There lived four friends in a forest. They were a hare, a monkey, a jackal, and an otter. They used to meet every day and discuss about their lives. Among the four, the hare was regarded as the wisest and kindest of all. The other three animals used to ask the hare for advice. The hare would also teach them good values to follow in life. So one day, four friends met under a tree. The hare said, "My friends, tomorrow is a very auspicious day. It is the middle of the Kartika season when the moon expands to his fullest." So here the hare said, "My friends, tomorrow is a very auspicious day." So it is a direct speech where we quote in the speaker's true language. So do you know that by following some rules on this day, one can achieve the highest reward of life. His friends did not know anything about this holy day. They asked him to tell them what they were supposed to do. Now the hare replied, this is also in a direct speech. Tomorrow we have to observe a strict fast until evening. Also, if any holy saint or needy person comes to our doorstep for begging, we should not send them away empty handed. If we follow these true rules, we will be rewarded in our next birth for our good deeds. His three friends were impressed with what he had said. All of them decided to follow their friend's advice the next day. The sun had risen by the time the outer woke up the next day. He was very hungry when it was time for his breakfast, but he remembered the hare's word. Now again the use of direct speech. He thought, oh my, it is really tough not to think of food when one is so hungry. I should not break my fast. However, it won't be a bad idea to secure food for my dinner. Thinking in this way, the otter set out to the sea to find something to eat later. The otter reached the seashore and found a fisherman bringing back his haul from the sea. As he threw the fish in his net to another vessel, a few of them fell on the sand. The fisherman did not notice this and he left. The otter, thinking his stars, rushed to the spot and picked up the abandoned fish. Then he brought his catch home. But still his hunger had not subsided. The otter thought, again an example of a direct speech. Well, as long as I see this fish in front of my eyes, I cannot remain on my fast. So it's better if I sleep for the rest of the day. The otter decided to lay down until evening, when he could finally break his fast. Thus, he could not hear any of the people who came to his house seeking for the begging. So even the monkey was very hungry. He roamed from one tree to the other to divert his attention from his hunger. As he jumped onto another tree, he realized that he was on a mango tree. His mouth watered from the sight of the delicious mangoes hanging from the branches of the tree. He thought, again an example of a direct speech, how can I not eat these mangoes now, but I have promised to keep a fast. Maybe I can pluck this now and relish them later. Thus the monkey brought the mangoes home and rested for the remaining day. The hare continued talking to himself, oh no, I do not owe anything else that is worth of charity. Wait, there is one thing which is my own. It will also serve the purpose. Yes, I can give away my body as an offering. A man relishes the flesh of a hare. Oh, thank God, I have something to give. Saying so, the hare waited patiently for some person to come by his door. As the hare was talking to himself, Lord Indra heard the small animal's words. Then he wondered at the hare's decision to offer himself as alms. He thought, does the hare really mean what he said? Maybe he was talking in jest. The saint called out for alms. The hare heard the saint's voice and immediately rushed out of his burrow. He prostrated before the saint and said, O sage, what can I offer you? The Lord, in the saint's disguise, asked, I am hungry. Please give me food. The hare was very happy that he could satisfy the saint's hunger. So he said, I have nothing to offer but myself. Kindly kill me and appease your hunger with my meat. So here we come to the end of the story. Lord Indra said, O hare, whenever people will see the moon with its spot, they will be reminded of your noble act of service. Your legacy will live forever. Then, blessing the hare, Lord Indra disappeared. Thus, the hare got the highest reward for its charity, and the moon got its spot. So here, this is an example of a narration where I have told you a very short story. So here I come to the end of my this class. What do you mean by narration? What are the techniques? What are the types of techniques we used? What are the literary devices we used? And what are the types of narratives? Thank you.